What up though, YouTube? It's your girl KicKinItWit'Criss, and I know what you was doing before this video, but now you kicking it with Chris. My mom is my mom. My mom. The crazy part is, I thought my mom was gonna be cool with it because she's a little. So I'm thinking everything will be straight. So, but if I tell you this story, that's just my dog. Don't mind her. She doesn't like to be in my business. But my mom, before I tell you this story, I gotta bring it back because you won't understand if I told you from the middle of like that. So I'm gonna put a little bit of how I got with the girl first and how my mom found out I was with the girl. You're gonna put it like that, okay? So in high school, I used to pretend and tell everybody like, nah, I don't get like that. If somebody told me a girl like me, I'll get upset. I'll be so upset that the people be looking like, but I thought you thought wrong, bitch. You thought wrong. That ain't me. That ain't my life. You don't know me like that. I had just got there too, and that was my first year. But mind you, they was on it because they thought I was, woo! I mean, I am, but I mean, this ain't what this about though. But, so in high school, there was this girl. And then the girl, she liked me. But like I told y'all, I was pretending I didn't like nobody. Like, I didn't like, no, not nobody, girls per se. Oh, I know I don't like girls or whatever. I wasn't liking niggas either. But girls per se, I wasn't paying attention to nobody. I was just thugged up and thugged out, and everybody knew me for me. So the girl, mind you, she always used to like flirt with me every day and stuff like that. Mind you, I used to low-key flirt too, and there was this app called Kick. I don't know if y'all know Kick app, but that was a banging ass app back then. So Kick, we was on there, but mind you, we were just supposed to be friends. But she always used to like hound me like, yeah, yo, Chris, I know. Like, she used to know I like her, but I did. Nobody do, but that was nobody's business at the time. That was only my business, me and the Lord. So she always used to say, I was like, yo, this girl catching on to me and shit like that. She thinking she know I'm a little rainbow. But anyways, I didn't care about her catching on. After a while, just be like, okay, she pretty, I like her. And I'm saying this in my head. I'm not saying this to people. I'm saying this in my head though. So fast forward, me and the girl end up getting together eventually. Like, she ended up being my girlfriend or whatever the case may be. We gonna name the girl Tangy. That ain't her name, but we gonna name her Tangy. That ain't her name though, but we gonna name her Tangy. So Tangy, I get with Tangy, and then we together and stuff, but we both like getting our feet wet. Her feet was already wet, but mine was damp. And mine wasn't wet, it was damp. But we end up getting together. So I used to go to her house like after school and stuff like that, just chill, like go chill with her and stuff. But one day she asked me, like, she used to be with her friend. Her friend was like more advanced than us. Like, she drove her mom's car. Like, she was always outside. Like, she was able to do more type shit. So that she had a friend like that. So one day, her outside of school, her and her friend ended up getting together and was like that they wanted to pull up on me or chill, whatever. Or she just wanted to come to my house, period. Like, she asked me, can she come over? So I'm like, yeah. Like, mind you, my mom not strict on company. My mom not like that with company. Like, throughout my whole years of living, my mom was one of them moms, like, you could have company, I'm here. So, like, ain't nothing gonna go down or whatever. Like, it's nothing happening while I'm here. So I always was able to have company. So I'm like, I ain't think it was nothing to it but to do it. So I'm like, to her, I'm like, yeah, you could come over. You feel me? So I'm feeling like, shit, this is my house. Yeah, you can come over. I said, yes, you can. So she came or whatever the case may be. And no, the girl, we end up, when we was at her house, we used to like take like little pictures and stuff like that, and like take like little videos and stuff. And one day she ended up posting it But I didn't know that she posted it on Facebook. And this one back then, like, Facebook was like I was popping on Facebook, but I wasn't like that. Like everybody know me, but I wasn't like that, like how I am now. But she had posted it, so but I didn't know. So like a few days later, like prior to that, like a few days later, me and my sisters, we in my sister room, we just chilling, like we just vibing. This when I was a little younger. I was about like 17, like 16, 17, gotta be around those ages, like 16, 17. So I'm in my sister room or whatever the case may be. Mind you, my mom don't know nothing. Like, she ain't never asked me, like, if I was gay or anything like that. Like, she ain't never came out with her mouth and asked me nothing like that. So I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't even think she was like, I knew she was paying attention, but paying attention like that, though. So mind you, we in my sister room, we chilling, like, we laughing, talking or whatever the case may be. So she come in with the phone. So she got a phone. She like, what's this? I'm like, I looked at my sister, everybody else, I'm like, what the hell is that? What's she showing? Who is that? Who is that girl? Why they look like me? So I'm asking her, so I'm like, mind you, I know I didn't ask her, I'm just looking. I'm like, well, who is that? Even though I know it's clear as day, me. So she like, so what you call yourself like being like gay or something? Like, what you call yourself liking girls or something? So I'm looking, I'm like, I end up in my head, but mind you, and part of me wanted to say, no, hell no. I'm like, no, girls, that's just a little pit. Nothing too major, just a little pit. You know how I be fucking around. So, but another part of me was like, nah, just keep it funky with her. Like, just say yeah, be real. So I'm like, this is my mother. And if anybody gonna understand, you will understand because you a little too. So I'm thinking she'll understand. So I say to her, I said, yeah. She said, girl, you going through a phase. You don't like no damn girls. You going through a phase. And she said, and when you, from now on, when you have company, y'all stay in the living room. Y'all don't go in no room. Y'all stay in the living room. So I'm like I'm looking at her. I'm so confused because I'm thinking like this the person that's going to understand because we both on the same boat. Literally. We on a boat together. The rainbow boat. So I'm like, okay, so I'm lost, but mind you, my sister's right there. I wasn't embarrassed because these my peoples. Like, we go way back, like, you know, these my sisters. So I'm not embarrassed, but I'm like, damn, how you gonna tell me about my life? How you gonna tell me what I'm going through? I ain't going through nothing, but I ain't going through no phase. I'm going through her. So she like, yeah, but like I said, like when you have company or whatever, y'all stay in the living room and don't go in no room and don't be closing no door. Okay. This is where I had to show her what a phase was. I showed her what a phase was. You think I did when I did? Okay. So, a few weeks go by prior. The girl, like I said, the girl ended up asking me to come over. Now we're going to fast forward to when she was with her friend. And she was outside. And her friend is more advanced than us. So, like I said, she had cars and stuff like that. And we was riding. So, she ended up asking me, can she come over my house? So I told her, yeah. But mind you, I never told her about what my mom said or what she found out because I didn't want to be embarrassed. I didn't want to seem like no little ass girl, even though I was only like 16, 17. I was a kid, but still, I know what I'm doing. Money. But, so she ended up coming over. But mind you, the day she came over, nobody wasn't really there like that. Like, it was like me and my sister. But my sister that was there, like, she ain't telling on me. You know, she ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. She minding her business. So we in the living room or whatever, but mind you, as I'm sitting in the living room, I'm like, yo, I feel like this is some square shit. Like, I feel like I'm a square. Like, I got a whole room. We sitting on the couch. You know me, I'm trying to lay down and stuff. Shit, I'm uncomfortable in my own house. I'm like, damn, I can't lay down, but I'm scared to even put a leg on because of what my mom said. You know, I'm a little anxious, but sometimes you got to put some shit into your own hands. Sometimes you just got to take stuff and put it into your own hands. No matter who house you in. They made you, so they have to take care of you. So no matter who house you in. So I'm like, man, after a while, it's like an hour or two go past. I'm like to myself, yo, this. I'm about to just go in the room. If she come, whatever she say, whatever she do, I'ma just have to take that shit under the chin. But this shit right here, nigga, nah, I ain't sitting in no living room. And she trying to ease her way to stay the night. How you gonna stay the night? You gotta pretend you fell asleep or something. And be like, hey, she stayed the night because she fell asleep. She ain't had no way home. I was trying to figure out a lie for the next day because I knew she couldn't stay the night. She ain't know she couldn't stay the night, but I knew she couldn't stay the night. So I'm like to Tangi, since that's their name, that's the name we gave her. Tangi, we in the living room. So I goes in the room. So I went to go make sure my shit was straight and decked out and good and making sure everything cleaned up and done. So I'm like to her, I go in the back in the living room. I'm like, come on. She like, come on what? I'm like, come on. I'm like, we about to go in my room. So she looking like, well, bitch, we done been sitting out here for hours now. Why we going in the room now all of a sudden? So I'm like, just come on or whatever. We went in my room. So we chilling, but like I said, nobody was really home like that. So I wasn't too nervous, but I'm like I said, I already know if she come in, I gotta hear this lady mouth. But I'm willing to hear her mouth because it's just like, man, you testing my gangster, lady. So I gotta see what's going on. I got to grow up. I got to grow up today. And I got to take stuff into my own hands. So that's what I did. So when I was in there, we chilling, we parlaying and stuff like that. We get into some other stuff. Wasn't nothing too much. Because like I said, it was my new beginning. I really ain't never been with no girl or nothing like that before her. I've been with them, but it's like kissing and touching and stuff. But nothing never like there like that. So that's what happened. And then so I'm like to her, after we done fondling or whatever, because that's what it was, fondling. It wasn't nothing too major, just fondling. So we end up, it was late, we end up falling asleep. But mind you, nobody came home. Not that I know of what time or whatever. Nobody came while I was there. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool, I'm good, or whatever. Like, I ain't gonna get caught up, or even that, or I don't gotta explain. That's how I took it. I don't gotta explain to nobody because ain't nobody come home, ain't nobody see me, nothing. So I'm taking it as that. So, so in the morning, so we fall asleep. So mind you, I wake up in the morning, but I was up because I wake up at the crack of dawn. Like my sleeping schedule is from here, there, down there, up here. From heaven to hell. It goes everywhere. So I'm like, so I'm sleep, but I'm not sleep. But I hear people in the morning, like I hear people walking and stuff, but my door closed. So when I hear footsteps getting, mind you, my mom, you can hear it when she's coming. You hear it when she's coming. You hear it when she's coming. So I knew that was her. Nothing ain't had to tell me it was her. I knew it was her. So I'm laying down, mind you, the Tangi, she's sleeping. She sleep on me. She laying on the whole nine. I'm pushing it at this point. I done pushed it to the limit at this point. But hey, remember what I said? I was standing on business that day. Because guess what? I had to show her what a phase was. So that's what I did. So I'm laying down or whatever. She laying on me or whatever the case may be. Once I hear somebody hand touch the door, and I got good ears. Like I got some good ears. I can't see too much, but I got some good ears now. So I heard somebody touch the doorknob. So when they touched the doorknob, I instantly closed my eyes like this. I was looking around like this. So she opened it, so I seen her. I felt her, because I can feel like if somebody watching me, I don't even have to be looking at you. I can feel you watching me. Like I don't have to look at you. I could be looking straight and you could be staring at me. I can see you. I can feel you staring at me. Like I know someone staring at me. I don't know who, but I know somebody staring at me. I can feel it. It's like my face be hot or something. I don't know. But So I felt like I heard my door ain't closed. I heard it open. And she was standing there for a minute. Like she like you could tell like she was grilling me. Like she was looking at both of us like, you little. So I'm like, but I'm in my head like, I'm showing her what a phase is. I'm showing you, baby. So she ended up close. So I hear the door close. Like the door ended up closing. I opened my eyes. I said to myself, I said, she know what a phase is now. I didn't show her. This ain't no game no more. I told you I was gay. You gonna believe me when I say it. When I say something, you believe me. Because I don't gotta lie. I only lie when I have to. So when I left, the girl, we got up and stuff. She went about her business the next day. She went home and stuff in the morning. Mind you, she never said nothing to me about it. Like she never said, my mom never said nothing about she never said nothing about the girl being in the room. She never said nothing about the girl staying the night. She never said nothing about the couch. Like she never said nothing to me to that day. After that, like I think she just knew in her head, like, yeah, like she ain't playing. Like this her, and it is what it is. Luckily, I didn't have like not saying anything wrong with anybody else's mom out there that's like that. But luckily, my mom was just on some you going through a phase or whatever. She wasn't on no shit like, oh, you ain't gay, I'm kicking you out, and you and this and X, Y, and Z, and you. She wasn't like that. She was cool about it. Cause after a while, like as I got older and stuff, like she would say to me, but mind you, let me put this in here. Me and my mom like totally two different girls. She like the boy kind, and I like the girl kind, like somebody like me. She like somebody a little rough around the edges. So that's the difference between us. But like when she starts seeing like a pretty girl or something, she'll be like, Ma, you don't think she pretty? Like that's what she called me. She'll be like, Ma, you don't think she pretty? Or you don't think this girl this? So after she start doing that, I'm like, she coming around. Like she know, like, you know, like she already knew she accepted me, but it's like she coming around. Like, you feel me? Like she with it type shit. Like no matter what, she with it. So I'm like, okay. So after I was comfortable, like she made me feel comfortable talking about like girls with her, like I was okay with it. Like I'm like, all right, well she down with it. Like we in this together. We in it to win it. So as I got older and stuff, like I had like different like peoples I deal with. Like the girls are like when me and them would get into it, like they'll write her, and then like when they tell me that they write her, like they'll tell me that she responded, like she was being like not telling them about me, but like, you know, my daughter is my daughter. Don't be too sad. Don't be out there like being sad over nobody. But she had never downplayed me to them, but she'd be like, my daughter is my daughter. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So that was that. So like I said, after a while, she just started like, you know, getting with the program. Like it didn't matter. Then I could start getting older, and then older and older. That as I got older, it was just like, I mean, it is what it is. I love you. You my daughter, and all I can do is accept it. So what can I really do? And she's one of those moms, like, her daughters is her everything. So it's just like, oh, that's all she got. So before she be like to you, oh, F you, and I never see you again, or this, she just gonna be like, she probably just not gonna say nothing at all. So like that's how my mom is. So yeah. Now look at me today. Cheers to that. But guess what? She accepted me being, and I'm proud to say it. Be who you are for your life. Well, y'all wanted to be in my business so much, me and my mother's business, and I put y'all in our business. So we gonna come back to a next video on Kicking It with Chris. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And turn your post notifications on because you won't want to know every time I post.